Dan Herrick here with Lively Legs, and today we're going to be tying a Blackout Hare's ear in a size 12. An excellent little stonefly nymph. Trout just love stoneflies. So what we'll do, we'll get started tying this fantastic little fly here. So what we do here, we take the hook, insert it in your vise, we get our bead. If you look, I don't know if you can see this, you have a small eye and a big eye. The small eye goes over the hook point, which will keep it from sliding over the hook eye. Reinsert your hook. And we're going to use a 6/0 thread. We're going to use Star to show which is a small size Lively Legs in a black. We're going to use a 720 hook, Lively Legs lip splitter. We're going to use Down and Dirty Tungsten bees in a 3.0 in a black nickel color. We're going to use Hairline black dubbing. For our tailing, we're going to use Hairline strung Chinese hackle in a fiery black. For our wing case, we're going to use Phoenix skin in black. And we're going to use a small black wire in the size small for our ribbing. And of course we're going to use hard as Hall head cement and Hairline low tack wax. So to get started here, we'll wrap our thread, trim off the excess, go back to the bead and kind of make a little bit of a dam. There you go. Come back to the bend of the hook, and we'll take some of our saddle hackle, come around, there you go, come back to the bend, trim off this excess. There you go. Come back to the bead. Take your black wire, put it, you can insert it inside the bead and wrap it back to the bend of the hook. Right, now what we're going to do now, we're going to dub our body. And we're going to go straight through. What I mean by straight through, we're going to start from the bend and go to the eye. Get some of this wax on my finger here. When you put it between, when you put your dubbing wax between your index finger and your thumb, it will really make a nice little tight wrap for you. We'll go from the back to the front. Like so. The reason we do this is because after we get done with our ribbing, then we're going to put our legs in, and this will give our legs something to bite on. So what we'll do is we'll 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go all the way through. Tie it off. Bring it up. I don't like the helicopter. I like to trim my beads off. Trim my ribbing off with a cheap pair of scissors. Okay, now what we're going to do now is we're going to take our Lively Leg, but first I'm going to go through the parts of your Lively Leg. You got a front tab, a back tab, first set of legs, second set of legs, and third set of legs. Since we're not tying such a big fly, we're going to cut that third set off. So what we do here, we take our legs. I'll have to turn my vise towards me a little bit to get this on here right. So take that front tab directly behind that bead, and where your legs meet, you tie that off. Then tie it off in the middle, and then go right to the back second set of legs, secure it with a couple wraps, and then go back to the middle. What you have is something that looks like this so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to trim that back set of legs off and take that front tab Then we're going to readjust our legs. What you have is something that looks like this. Okay, now we'll take our pheno skin. Now our pheno skin, what we want to do here, a lot of people always tell me, said, well, my legs always bend when I tie that. Well, I think the reason is because you cut your wing case too wide. So what we do is we tie that in. Come back to your back set of legs and go back to the middle. Then we take our dubbing, put some of that wax on your index finger and your thumb. Make a nice tight wrap for your dubbing and for your thorax. Come up, couple wraps, go behind. Don't catch your legs. Go in the middle, pull your legs up, back, go in the middle, and then back to the bead. Make a couple wraps, and what we're going to do is readjust our legs. Then take our wing case, fold it over, right behind the bead, couple good tugs. And trim it. Pull your legs back, front legs back, make some nice neat wraps to dress it up. Then you take your whip finisher. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes that bead can get in your way. Give it a good snug pull. Trim it. Check your fly out. What we can do here is we can pick out our thorax a little bit. There we go. Take our hard as hall cement. Give it a nice little touch. And that will penetrate through all that thread. Make it nice and secure and durable. And there you have it. The Blackout Hare's ear in a size 12. Fantastic little nymph right here, folks. So like I always say, tight wraps, tight lines, good fishing. Hope you enjoyed the video.